Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one that I have not done yet on my channel, and I've had a ton of requests to do this, so this is coming to you guys by popular demand. So today's video is going to be an anti-makeup haul, which I've started seeing a lot more of recently. And basically an anti-makeup haul is just a haul, but not really a haul. It's just where you just talk about a bunch of products that you don't want to buy. So I'm going to be talking about some products that have recently launched that I'm just not very interested in for whatever reason. So I'm going to give you my reasons why I don't want to pick up these products, and take it with a grain of salt. This video is just for fun. I'm not trying to bash any of these companies or people involved. So I have a little list here of about 10-ish things that I just don't want to pick up. So the first thing being the Kylie Jenner liquid lipsticks. Now, I know I said that I wasn't trying to bash any of these companies, but I just don't like Kylie Jenner. And I feel like her starting a makeup company was just kind of out of the blue, and I don't really feel like she's credible enough to do that. My personal opinion is that she just started a makeup company because she could. I mean, she's got like 15 professional makeup artists backing her and making her look as good as she does, so I don't really see why that gives her the right to start her own company, but that's just me. And I've heard kind of mixed reviews on her liquid lipsticks. I feel like you're basically buying the name when you buy her products. So in particular, I won't be picking up the Kim Kardashian collection, which I think will be $45. And don't get me wrong, I love nudes. I do. I love my nude lipsticks. I'm just not a personal fan of liquid lipsticks. There are 4 shades in the collection, and they all just look so close to one another that for $45, I mean, come on. The next thing I will not be picking up, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be shady or anything, but I will not be picking up the Ofer Cosmetics and Nikkie Tutorials collab. For one, I just feel like the collection is too expensive, and 2, I just don't feel like the shade selection is all that great for everyday wear. I feel like for the most part, YouTubers do a really good job with their collabs, because I feel like they all pick really good shades in their collections that appeal to all different skin tones and pretty much everyone in their audience in one way or another. And I just don't feel like this collab does that. If you want to get everything in the collection, it's $79, but I believe there's a discount code that makes it $55, so I don't understand why they just didn't make it $55 instead of saying that you have to put in a discount code. Kind of weird to me. But it comes with 3 liquid lipsticks and a little highlighter wheel. I feel like I would personally only get use out of 1 or 2 shades in this highlighter wheel, and even then, like, I just feel like all the highlighters coming out now are just a variation of each other, and I feel like when you mix all the shades together, you're basically going to get the same result as something that is just like 1 shade that I probably already have in my collection. And then it comes with 3 liquid lipsticks, and you can buy everything in this collection individually now, which I think is pretty cool. For the liquid lipsticks, you get like a nude pinky shade, which is very pretty, and then you get a metallic brown and a metallic like red neon shade. I feel like the brown and the neon shade are just kind of, they're not very practical. I feel like this collection is something that Nikkie herself would wear, but I don't feel like this is something that the everyday girl going to work, going to school, going to the grocery would wear. So the next thing I will not be picking up is a Clarisonic foundation brush head. And I've heard a ton of good things about this product, and this is $35 on the Clarisonic website. I'm not sure if it's sold anywhere else yet. So this is a brush head that you attach to your Clarisonic. It fits on any Clarisonic, and it oscillates and vibrates, and it's supposed to be really good for applying foundation and cream products, and it's supposed to give you a full coverage, flawless finish, and from what I've seen in videos, it looks very pretty, and it just makes everyone's skin look so good. The reason that I personally don't want to pick this up is because I don't really understand the technology of it. A regular Clarisonic like cleanser head is supposed to oscillate and vibrate because it's supposed to really dig down deep into your pores and bring everything to the surface. So what scares me about this is that the oscillation and the vibration would work the same way as it does with the cleanser head, where it's pushing the makeup into your skin. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It could work completely differently. I have no idea. So yeah, for that reason, I will not be picking this up, but it looks very promising. It looks like it gives good results and stuff. Just, it ain't for me. So the next thing I will not be picking up, and this I don't care to be verbal about, I will not be picking up the Eevee Blender silicone sponge thing, mainly because this company seems to be horrible. If you haven't heard, they actually sent a cease and desist order to a YouTuber who gave a negative review on the Eevee Blender. They were like taking it very personal and making response videos to her and saying, you know, she wasn't a beauty expert and all this stuff. I'm sure you guys could type it in and you'd find it pretty easily. This is $25, and what this is just a silicone blender. It's not supposed to absorb the product, so a little is supposed to go a longer way. And I feel like even when they describe it, like on the website, they're talking about how it doesn't absorb product like the typical foam blender, and they're basically throwing shade at the beauty blender. So yeah, for all those reasons, I will not be purchasing the EV blender. But the next thing I do not want to pick up is basically a product in general, and that is holographic highlighters. I honestly don't really get the point in holographic highlighters. I feel like they look pretty when they're swatched. I feel like they're kind of like an Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube thing. Like, they're pretty when you look at them, but on the face, are they that practical? In my opinion, no. I feel like the beauty community is taking the point of highlighters like their actual intended use. They're venturing off in too many different directions with it. I feel like it's something where it's like, ooh, holographic highlighter, look how cool that looks. You take a picture, post it on Instagram, get a bunch of likes, people are like, oh, that's so pretty, that's so cool. And then you go out in the public and it's like, what? I personally don't want a neon green, blue, purple, orange holographic shift highlighter on my face that really doesn't do anything special for me. So the next thing I will not be picking up is the Natasha Denona Sculpt and Glow Face Highlighting and Contour Glow Palette. This is $89. $89. I'm gonna pick a bone. I'm gonna pick a few bones with you guys. Okay, first of all, who is Natasha Denona? Like, I feel like there are makeup artists that are very well known, and I could understand if they came out with their own makeup brand and they kind of priced it high because they're well-known celebrity makeup artists. I don't know who the heck Natasha Denona is. I've never heard of her before the makeup brand came out. And the reason I don't want to pick this up isn't because I don't think the products are high quality, because from what I've seen and heard, her products are freaking amazing. They're very high quality. My problem is the price. I don't see where she gets off charging so much for her products when, I mean, I never heard of her. Had you guys ever heard of her? So this product comes with 6 different shades, and it comes with 3 creams, looks like, and maybe 3 powders. I just feel like highlighting and contouring palettes are kind of overdone. I feel like every brand has one, and I feel like she's kind of late in the game to be throwing out one now. So the next product that I'm not very interested in is the Becca Cosmetics Chrissy Teigen Glow Face Palette. This comes with 4 different shades. It is $46. You get a bronzer, a blush, and it looks like 2 different highlighters. And I'm sure you guys have heard the controversy around this palette, where it's basically a replica of the Jaclyn Hill face palette. And if you look at side-by-side swatches, which I'll put over here, I mean, the resemblance is pretty uncanny. I feel like they literally use the same base for all the shades, and I feel like it's just kind of copycat-ish, and I don't know, just kind of overdone. Another product I will not be getting is another YouTuber collaboration. Again, not trying to be shady. That is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, which is $40. You do get 6 shades though, so I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I think Anastasia Glow Kits are pretty reasonably I feel like Anastasia Glow Kits are pretty reasonably priced for the amount of product that you get. Now, I have not tried their Glow Kits, and I am dying to. But the reason I don't want to pick this up is just because I feel like the shades are just not anything special. And I feel like with palettes like this, you usually gravitate towards 1 or 2 shades in the palette, and the others just kind of get neglected. And I just don't feel like that makes the palette worth it, even though it is a good price for the amount of product that you get. I mean, come on, how much different is one highlighter gonna look from another on your face? I just feel like they're just kind of beating a dead horse with these glow kits. The next thing that I will not be picking up is the Urban Decay Basquiat collection, in particular the palette that has more neutral tones in it. This palette just doesn't really speak to me. It's $39. So basically this is a pretty neutral palette for the most part, but it gives you like 3 kind of pops of color. I feel like you could spend a lot less on pops of color and like single shadows, because I mean, come on, who's gonna use those colors every single day? ColourPop has a lot of shades, Coastal Scents has a lot of shades, Makeup Geek. I just feel like for that price, it ain't for me. I do not want to pick up the Morphe 35R palette. I feel like Morphe is another one that is beating a dead horse. I feel like Morphe is getting so dull, and like they're just creating the same stuff over and over again, and I feel like their palettes are just like 35 shades of duplicates of one another anymore. If you watched the video where I talked about the Morphe 35F palette, I was not very impressed with that palette. There were beautiful shades in it, but there were literally like 15 shadows that were the same shade. They looked no different on the eyes, and I feel like that's what this palette is. It's just a bunch of neutrals, a bunch of browns and transition shades and golds and bronzes, and I'm so tired of it. Come on, Morphe, step it up. So that is it for my very first anti-makeup haul. Please let me know if you guys enjoyed it and if you want to see more, and let me know in the comments below what products you won't be picking up, and let me know your reasons why, because I gotta know why you don't want to pick them up, because maybe I don't want to pick them up now too. And remember guys, please do not get offended by my thoughts and opinions on these products. Just because I don't want to pick it up doesn't mean that it's a bad product or you shouldn't pick it up. This video was just for fun and just to be different. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, follow me on all my social media, all the links are below. Make sure you click that notification bell to get notified of when I upload, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Mwah.